I like Bob's. VCR.
We'll start with a couple opening remarks about the Big Ten's decision and then open it up to questions. Gary?
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I thought it would be helpful before Fran's regular press conference to just try to address the news this morning about his consequences and see if I could answer any questions. I'd be remiss if I didn't start and just say what I think you all know. I think the world of Fran. I love him as a coach, love him as a person, and glad he's our head basketball coach. Clearly, in the heat of competition, he made a mistake. And when you're a basketball coach or a football coach or a high-profile coach, you make a mistake, and it's there for all the world to see. He's remorseful. For those of you that have seen him or heard from him, he clearly wishes that he wouldn't have made that mistake, but he did, and we're accepting. He's accepting, and we're accepting the penalty. The Big Ten. Again, I've said this in other settings as well. I love being a part of the Big Ten. It's a conference where, like universities, try to be nationally competitive and yet still try to hang on to our academic traditions. And so I have no issues with the Big Ten's decision and the sanctions. The process, I'm not going to go into detail, but you can imagine I spoke with Fran several times, spoke with members of the Big Ten Conference several times, and at the end of the day, yesterday is when I received a phone call indicating that Fran would be suspended for a game, receive a public reprimand, and a $10,000 fine. As you may have read in the fine print, the fine actually comes to the University of Iowa, so we'll pay that fine. Fran and I have already discussed and agreed that he'll make good on that $10,000. We haven't finalized those details yet. We talked, even suggested maybe a contribution to a charity, but we haven't finalized any of that. So again, it was a mistake. Fran is taking full ownership. He has my full support going forward. And when we're done with these question and answers, when we're done with this interview, we're moving forward. We're moving on to Northwestern and the rest of the Big Ten season. So with that, I'd be happy to try and answer any questions.